Hi guys, hope you're well. Today for some reason my hair isn't looking particularly the best. I don't know why, because I had a shower this morning, but then I went out for a walk and it kind of got a bit wiry, so that's not really sitting very nicely. But yeah, anyway, I really hope you guys are well, and today's blog is going to be a blog that I put in the Q&A, not Q&A, the Instagram story thing, that's it. I basically give you the choice between either an alcohol awareness blog or relationship advice blog, and you guys decided the most votes was to the alcohol video. So this is basically a video requested by one of my best friends, Leah, so thank you so much for this question, Leah. It's a really good request. But yeah, we're going to get into this video and I really hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, so let's get into it.
So what is an alcoholic?
An alcoholic is literally someone who drinks uncontrollably. For example, you may have gone on a night out and the next morning you have a big hangover and you're like, oh, I really do not fancy a drink. That's what most people would say. That's what most people would think. But an alcoholic, even after the night out drinking, they'd still go out, they'd still want a drink. They'd still be like, I need a drink to stop this hangover and all that. So basically an alcoholic gets into the cycle of drinking and basically gets so used to drinking that it just feels normal to them, and that's basically what it is. And they might even put alcohol above their jobs or their family life or just anything in their normal day-to-day life. And if they stop drinking completely, that can cause withdrawal systems, which obviously is hard to get out of. It's a hard cycle to break out of, and certainly not good to become an alcoholic, but we're going to be talking more about it as we go along, and hopefully I can educate you guys in it, even though I've never been through it myself, but yeah.
So what causes alcohol problems?
There are many things that can start an alcohol problem. Like, for example, if you're going through a really rough time or you suffer from something like depression or anxiety, it can really cause alcohol problems. Or if you're in a bad family environment, because obviously in a bad family environment or not happy with your life, you won't be happy. You drink alcohol when you're not happy, so you're more likely to do that. Or if you drank alcohol from a young age, like when you were a child, you may grow up to be an alcoholic because you got used to drinking all the time, so that could cause it as well. There are many things that can cause alcohol problems, and anything can cause alcohol problems really. And the sooner you figure it out though, the better.
So what are the symptoms of being an alcoholic?
There are loads and loads of symptoms. I could be here all day, but I'm just going to list up to 10 symptoms as I go along. So one is a lack of interest in things that you used to enjoy. For example, you used to might be able to enjoy going out cycling, but now you just don't want to go out cycling anymore. You don't want to go out anywhere. You don't want to enjoy it, and that's basically a sign that things aren't looking very good because you're losing interest in the things you enjoyed, and these are the things you should be focusing on, and that's the way to make your life better, but the alcohol's taken over and you just don't enjoy it anymore. Number two, you start to look unwell and tired, but this is not always obvious though. A person can feel tired inside but not look tired on the outside. For example, a person could go around smiling all the time like nothing is wrong, but inside they're really depressed, and so it's not always an obvious one, but it can be as a symptom. It's not necessarily a sign though for other people. 3, not being able to say no to alcohol when people offer you, and this is obviously an endless cycle. For example, if I don't want to drink on a Saturday night, for example, I'll just say I don't fancy a drink tonight, but an alcoholic wouldn't be able to say no, and that they just drink even if they're feeling really, really bad, they'll still do it. Number 4, mental health conditions can occur like anxiety and depression, and obviously I've spoke about things like this before. I think in depression I said that drinking alcohol is one of the things that a lot of people do with depression, so I've spoke on that before. 5, becoming distant from friends and family. Obviously this is a really sad one because you don't want to become distant from your friends and family, do you? Number 6, choosing drinks over other responsibilities. For example, you may choose to have a drink rather than get on with your college work or do work or whatever it is you need to do. Number 7, you may even end up with different friends from what you've been with before, because having alcohol will possibly change your personality, make you a different person just because you're drinking all the time, you can't control yourself. Number 8, drinking alone a lot, or if you're just out with friends for the day, for example, you're not drinking, they might hide alcohol into a coloured bottle or something, Number 9, making excuses to drink to relax or relieve stress. Obviously, we're all going to drink from time to time, relax or relieve stress, aren't we? That's normal. But you do it all the time. There's more to it than that. And number 10, having extreme mood swings. And obviously, we know they're going to have mood swings with alcohol because you're not yourself, you're drinking all the time, are you? Because it's not good to drink all the time, is it?
So who's most likely to be affected by alcohol problems?
Well, for families who are alcoholics, their children are 4 times more likely to become alcoholics than other children their age. This isn't always the case. Not every child becomes an alcoholic if their family are alcoholics, and not every child will necessarily not be an alcoholic if their family don't drink. So it just depends on how their life goes and everything, obviously, but the chances are much higher if they're in that environment with alcohol than without it, because obviously if they see their families like drinking alcohol every single day, they may start to think, oh, that's maybe a good idea. Now I should do that, when actually it's a terrible idea. But if they're around it all the time, they'll be influenced by it.
So there are 4 questions you should ask yourself.
Have you ever thought that you should drink less? Have people been worried or criticised how much you have drank? Have you ever felt guilty about how much you drink? And have you ever drank first thing in the morning to get over your nerves or to like get over a hangover?
So when should I get help for having like an alcohol problem?
I'd say if you're displaying a lot of the symptoms that I've said in this video, and if you've had them for like a very long time, then you should definitely like seek out help. Like recovery can take days, not days actually, take longer than that. Recovery can take months, years, or it can even be a lifetime. But honestly, it is worth it. The sooner you get help, the better it is, and probably the quicker it'll be as well, because obviously the more you do it, the more alcohol that gets observed in your body and the worse it gets. Like, but the quicker you finish, the better it is for your body, and it'll just be much better in the long term. And obviously, it is really hard to become sober, especially when you have lots of people around you drinking. But if you're like an alcoholic, becoming sober is probably the best thing you can do for your health, not just your physical health, but your mental health as well. Like, it's so important to get the help you need as soon as possible. And for those who have got over alcohol problems and are sober now, I am so, so proud of you. It really isn't easy. I know some people have gone back to alcohol by accident and thought, oh crap, didn't mean to do that. No one's perfect. No human is perfect. It's easy to go back to your old habits. A lot of people do it. And I know a lot of people, when they're alcoholics, to go through the denial stage, they're like, I don't need help, I don't need this, I don't need that. But the thing is, the more you deny help, the worse it will get. So you have to get to a point where you realise, oh, maybe I am overdoing it, maybe I need to find a way to like stop doing this and like get the help I need. And a lot of people can't do it alone. A lot of people will need to like go into rehab and stuff. And there are plenty of many good places to like go for rehab. In Scotland alone. I mean, I can't really name any because I've not gone through it myself, but I do know one person that's been to rehab and it like went really well for him. I'm not going to name names on here. That's a bit it's personal. I don't want to go into it, obviously. It's not fair for me to mention names unless if it's personal, then no, I shouldn't be mentioning names. But I do know someone who actually has been rehab for alcohol problems, and I've heard it's like really good and all that. Like if you pick the right rehab place, they'll treat you well and you'll recover as soon as you know it. And it takes a long time to get over alcohol problems. You don't just go out and that's it. They're done. They won't be thinking about alcohol again. It'll take a while for them to get away from the alcohol temptation. For a wee while they'll be like really tempted when they see someone else with a drink, but it is really, really hard. And if you stayed away from alcohol and not gone back to it all since rehab, like you should be really proud of yourself, because it really isn't easy. It's easy to just want to go back to your old habits, but if you haven't done it, that's just amazing. You know what I mean? I'm really proud of you, because alcoholism is an illness. It isn't a choice, and people have got to remember this. No one would become an alcoholic if their life is going well. People would only become alcoholics if things weren't going well in their life and things weren't going well, like. But it is an illness and not a choice, and people have got to remember that. I just want to say that I am no expert when it comes to like alcoholism, but I can like talk from like other people's experiences, kind of. Like, I don't know that many people have been through it, so it's kind of hard, but I can speak up on it just from doing like proper research and all that. And it's definitely it's a horrible disease going through alcoholism, and I feel for everyone. My heart goes out to everyone who's suffering from it at the moment. I know with COVID and all these lockdowns, alcoholism is probably going to go out through the roof, just like suicides are, and it's really horrible to hear about. So I really hope everyone's doing well, and please, please don't go to alcohol as a way to help yourself. It may help you temporarily, but in the long run, it's just going to make things much worse for your physical and mental health. So it's important to find coping mechanisms that actually help you properly in the long run, and alcoholism is not one of them. And I thought I would just properly make that clear, but yeah. But I really hope this video is helping a lot of people and helping those with family members who may be going through alcoholism, or people you know, or if you're going through it yourself. And I hope that these words and this advice might have helped you. And so, you never know, someone might have found out their alcoholism just because of this video, and I hope that I could like save a life, because that would just be amazing. Thanks to everyone for watching this video. This blog wasn't an easy blog to film because as I just said, I'm no expert on alcoholism. It's not a subject that I'm extremely strong on, but I'm trying to educate people in as many ways as I possibly can, and I think it's important to take on people's questions. And yeah, and this is an amazing video, so thanks for this question, Leah. And if anyone has requests for videos, please make sure to Instagram them to me or Facebook me, whatever you're on, and just let me know what your idea is. You can give me ideas for mental health blogs, you can give me ideas for fun blogs, you can give me tutorial ideas, any ideas, as long as they can be filmed in the house and as long as they don't involve like being with people, because like challenges probably wouldn't work in the moment because they involve being with people. So but yeah, I take on any video questions, so make sure to like send them to me and that. And yeah, but anyway, thank you guys so much for this video. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video, shall I say, and I really hope you guys had a great day, and I shall see you later. Bye for now. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I didn't say that at the start.